Hi, I'm Sean with Catalina Rug, and in this video we're going to be covering Bijar Persian rugs. So Bijar rugs are also called iron rugs, and that's because they have a really thick and dense pile, and they're probably the heaviest type of Persian rug for their given size. They're also known for having a lot of different designs and colors, and they're often difficult to distinguish from other type of Persian rugs in the region. So for example, comparing them to, let's say, Kashan or Isfahan or Qom. And the best way to be able to distinguish them is by looking at their weave. So in this video, we're going to be talking about where these rugs come from. We'll also go over their key characteristics, such as their material, design, and color. And we'll also talk about the typical sizes that you could find Bijar rugs. So if you want to learn more about Bijar rugs and about these infamous rugs, then stick around, and all that is coming up now. Alright, so first let's go over where Bijar rugs come from. So Bijar rugs are made in the city of Bidjar, which is located in the province of Kurdistan in northwest Iran. There's also many villages that are in the surrounding area that produce Bijar rugs, and actually the name Bidjar encompasses a large region where these rugs are made. And this includes both the fine and the coarse double wefted rugs that are made in the Kurdistan region. So typically the production of Bijar rugs is done in a semi-organized fashion in these villages. And usually it's the Kurdish tribes that are making these rugs because they're endemic to this region, but also there's the Afshari tribe, which makes a lot of the workshop Bijar rugs. There's also some other specific tribal Bijar rugs, and I'll just name a few. There's Gerus, Helvai, and Afshar. So those are specific tribes that make certain style of Bijar rugs. And there is generally a wide range of styles and designs because of all the various tribes in the region. So you can expect really a wealth of different designs and patterns and colors from Bijar. Alright, so now let's get into the key characteristics of Bijar, starting with their material. So oftentimes Bijar rugs are going to have cotton foundation and a wool pile. And in terms of the type of knots they use the Turkish knots, which is symmetrical knots. And this is different from most of the rugs in the central Iran region, which use the Persian knot. So for example, like Kashan or Isfahan, those all use the Persian knot, which is asymmetrical. Also, Bijar rugs are double wefted, so that's why they have a more thick and dense and heavy pile. And the way that the weavers weave each line of the rug is that they beat down and compact with each line that they weave into the rug, and that's what makes it more dense and compact when it comes to the pile. And in terms of some things to look for that are really specific to Bijar's pile is in the kilim section of the rug, which is where the fringes meet the pile of the rug at the ends of both ends of the rug. There's a section called the kilim section, and this area is often over braided when it comes to Bijar rugs. And also even the fringes, you could typically find fringes that are braided in Bijar rugs. So that's another specific thing to Bijar. So next, let's talk about the colors that you'll see in Bijar rugs. So just overall speaking, the color palette in Bijar rugs is very rich and jewel toned. And the Kurd weavers, they're really famous for being able to handle rich and strong colors without creating any sort of disharmony in the rug. So they really know how to use strong colors well and keep harmony and keep them complementary to the rug and to the design of the rug. When it comes to the field colors, typically Bijar rugs are going to have rust colors, red and beige and dark navy blue in their background. And for their highlight colors, you'll find Bijar rugs will have light green, rose color, light blue color, yellows, and even black as their highlight colors. Alright, so next let's talk about the designs that you see in Bijar rugs. So as mentioned, there's a wide range of designs and patterns that you'll find in Bijar. And for example, you could find floral design, classical geometric designs, and center medallion design, as well as Harati. And interestingly, a lot of these designs are inspired by not only different types of Persian rugs in the region, like in the central region of Iran, such as like Isfahan and Kashan and Qom, but also they're influenced by Russian design and designs from the Caucasus region, as well as European designs. So to give you a specific example, there's this rose pattern that's used in Bidjar that's actually borrowed and inspired from French carpet. And it's basically a bouquet of roses, and this could be traced back to the 19th century, when there was a revival of rug weaving in Iran that was inspired by Europe. So other things that you could find in Bidjar rugs is a broad ribbon contour that's around the medallion, as well as a thin Harati border. That's also, so basically it's a Harati design and a thin border being used. And there's also really effective open field designs that you find in Bidjar. And now let's talk about the typical sizes that you could find Bidjar rugs. So Bidjar rugs oftentimes come in small rug sizes or runner sizes as well, but usually larger size Bidjars are rare. So if you're looking for a smaller rug or a runner, then you can find it in Bidjar, especially if you're expecting it to be in a heavy use, heavy traffic area, then definitely look into Bidjar. So this concludes our video on Bidjar rugs. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Now, if you want to learn more about these infamous rugs, or you want to learn more about any other type of Persian rug, then I invite you to head over to our site, catalinarug.com, and take a look at our collection. You can read more about any specific type of rug, also watch more videos, and take a look at the options that you have. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, then I invite you to like and subscribe and comment below, and I will see you in the next video.